Hello, I'm Courteney Cox from the universally loved hit show Cougar Town. Now, we all remember such classic 90s sitcoms like Full House, Step by Step, and Twin Peaks, but one ranked above them all. I am talking, of course, about Time Waits for Norman. I'll admit I'm a bit of a Norman super fan. Every Friday night from 1990 to 1999, I'd watch the wacky misadventures of the Freeman family while I ate a burger and drove a Chevy because I'm normal just like you. That is why I am honored to host the first ever Time Waits for Norman full cast reunion. So, without further ado, let's meet the cast. You know her as the one and only mom who not only played mom on the show, but legally changed her name to Mom. Please welcome Mom.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Mom. Okay, so you've played moms almost exclusively throughout your career. What made Mom Freeman different?
Well, on most shows, my husband was a doctor, whereas on this show, my husband was a doctor for your weenus.
Undeniable. You know, let's bring out your daughter and one of my personal faves on the show, Deanie Freeman. Please welcome Tawny Samuels.
Hey, Courtney. Hey, Mom. Yeah, thank you for having me. Yes, I am completely sober.
That's great.
Yeah, I haven't had a gram of white people heroin in over 12 hours.
So proud of you, Tawny. You know, now that we have mother and daughter, let's meet Dad. Please welcome Tucker Johnson.
Why was I not brought on first? I don't know if you're aware, Courtney, but my dad, Dan Johnson, created the show Time Waits for Norman.
Yeah, of course I know. And you were only 20 years old when you played the middle-aged father of three children?
Yeah, I'm actually younger than Tawny, who played my teen daughter.
Wow, a real reverse 90210 situation. I love it. Moving on.
Moving on? Already? Is this because we dated briefly in 1994 and I broke your heart?
Again, that wasn't me. That was Jennifer Connelly.
Apology accepted.
All right, let's go ahead and meet the extended members of the Freeman family. Who could forget Deanie's best friend and on again, off again love interest, Frederick. Please welcome Marcus Samuels.
What's up, guys?
Hi, bro.
That's right, you guys are real life brother and sister. Did that make playing love interest at all awkward?
No.
Okay. Marcus, in 2009, you became the first person to EGOT twice in 1 year. How does it feel to have all those awards?
I mean, awards are great, but I wouldn't say that they define me.
Yeah, I get it. I am also not defined by my MTV Movie Award for Scream 2.
Oh, that's funny. I have a Pulitzer for my script for Scream 5.
Great. You know, let's head next door and meet the Freeman's wacky geriatric neighbor, Wanda Gammy. Please welcome Gloria Finnick. Gloria, I think you're muted. Gloria, push the mute button. It's the microphone on the lower left.
Hi, hello. Hi, oh my gosh. Courtney Cox, is that you?
Yes.
Oh my God, did we date briefly in 1994?
That was not me. That was Alan Rickman. Gloria, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm feeling great. And it's all thanks to my new hobby, crystals. This is all a New Mexico amethyst, if you can see it. The fans at home, hello. If you stick it between your mattress and your fitted sheet and you sleep on it, you'll feel 10 years younger. Just go to http://www.glorytogloriacrystals.com legal release / government of Turkmenistan /
I tried to go there once and I had to throw my computer away. Next up, I am very excited to introduce America's favorite pet and our first knighted guest, the man that voiced Meet Morph, the precocious alien who took form as the Freeman family dog. Please welcome Sir Alistair Ridgway.
Greetings all.
Now, Alistair.
Oh, please, call me Al.
Okay, Al. You are a legend of the stage. How do you view your time on Time Waits for Norman?
You know, I always believed it was my stage acting career that I'd be remembered for, perhaps my Hamlet or my Jean Valjean, but it's not "We loved you in Lion in Winter" that fans scream at me when I'm eating at a restaurant with my family, but rather "Do Meet More," which is so strange. I don't know how they recognize me. My face never appeared on the show, but no matter how hard I fight it, it is my legacy.
Right. Do meet more.
Yay, do it!
Oh, you do meet more.
If I must.
This is why I agreed to this at all.
All right. Chin up, Alistair. You knew this would happen. Me love hungry. Me love want the brownie. Please.
Yay. This is the best day of my life. Just so many lovable characters on the show. That brings me to the babies of the family, the delightful twins, Lil Peggy and Big Susie. Let's welcome the one, the only Carolina Steinwitz.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Carolina. So you played twins on the show. Was it hard playing two characters?
It's actually a very common misconception. I actually am a twin in real life.
You are?
Yeah, here, let me get Charlotte, my twin. I don't know where she could be. Charlotte, come on. What's all this, Dan?
Oh. Wow, you look very similar.
Oh, but the difference is I'm English. Hello, Courtney. Oh, loved you in 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
Thank you for remembering that movie. Now, Freemans, we have a little surprise for you. There was one member of the crew who was so beloved, we simply could not have this reunion without him.
No, fuck you!
I will not fuck me. Please welcome the caterer of the Time Waits for Norman set, Reggie Green.
Oh my God.
I knew it.
Hey, y'all. It's such a pleasure to see all y'all's wonderful faces.
I knew it.
Reggie!
All right, everyone calm down. I'm Courteney Cox. I'm excited too. Now, Reggie, you catered on the set for the entire run of Time Waits for Norman. What was it like being behind the scenes of such an iconic, wonderful sitcom?
Well, I just love making food for all these kind folks. It was a source of great happiness in my life. You get it? Let's just say I never had to stew on any negative feelings because the show brought me such a bok joy. I can't.
You are too funny. Okay, enough. Okay, so super fans like me already know the answer to this, but for those who may not be so familiar, why was the show called Time Waits for Norman? Who was Norman?
Oh, well, as the show's caterer, I can answer this. Now, Norman was a part of the original show that never quite worked. That's why they wrote him off early in the first season, like that.
He was a nightmare on set. In order to cope with the stress, I had to turn from gateway drugs like cocaine and heroin to hardcore designer narcotics like bath salts and reindeer pee.
So the concept for Norman was that he was a normal guy, but when he got any water on him, he'd turn into historical figure Christopher Columbus. They had to do that because the actor hired to play Norman, Henry Dongles, actually had that condition, and it was affecting the shooting schedule.
Yes, Columbus syndrome, a rare disease.
You know, 1 minute Henry would be saying his lines, and the next he'd be screaming, "I'll give you a smallpox. I'll give you all of the smallpox. It's 1492. It was hard to work with.
He demanded 3 boat-shaped trailers. We ain't have the budget for that. Not if everybody wanted fresh croissants.
He tried to convert the entire crew to Catholicism.
To be fair, it led to some classic episodes.
Thanks for having me over, Wanda. You have a beautiful home.
No problem. Now let's get to rehearsing that play. Here you go. Uh-oh.
I discovered this house is mine now. Heathen, you work at my sugarcane plantation for the glory of España.
The show was very grounded, yes? We had a normal American family in a normal suburban household with a dog who's an alien. But add a man who turns into Christopher Columbus, it felt like jumping the shark.
If I hadn't known that it was a real thing that happened to Henry, I wouldn't have believed it.
Oh, and it was very racist.
Soup's racist, like when Paula Deen made soup for the set of Family Matters.
Reggie, I couldn't have said it better myself. Now, Time Waits for Norman ran for an impressive 216 episodes. That's almost as long as my famously long-running sitcom, Cougar Town. And in all those memorable half hours, surely you all have a favorite.
Well, my favorites were all the ones where I had lines, but that's just me being selfish.
I mean, my twin and I, who's peeing, we've been so busy with our separate mutually exclusive careers, we just haven't really had a chance to rewatch.
Oh, I know the best episode. I know it like I know Reggie's blueberry cobbler recipe.
So not at all.
It's the one, I don't remember which season they all just kind of, where the whole family goes to Las Vegas and Dad dresses up like an American Indian to get a discount at the casino.
Yes. For some reason they don't air that episode anymore.
Well, this is a completely different social climate, and unlike the hit shows I'm associated with, some things don't stand the test of time and won't be there for you.
A shame. I absolutely nailed the accent.
Okay. Any other favorite episodes?
Oh, yes. Do me. Okay, I know. What about the episode where Deanie is thinking...
Oh, about going to Berkeley instead of Caltech like Dad?
What?
No. The one where Deanie thinks that she might like girls, but then she gets to go to a very nice camp. It's like a nice Christian kind of conversion, a therapy camp.
Gloria, I'm hearing that one has been pulled from syndication and no longer airs.
Oh, well, you know what? Pulling it from syndication doesn't mean dozens of popular writers and producers who are still working today didn't think it was a very smart, funny idea at the time. And it does not keep it from being my favorite.
Maybe someone else goes.
I remember there was one episode where I'm nagging Tucker.
Oh, because... he wanted to be the Blues Brothers for Halloween, only he had never seen the movie Blues Brothers. He assumed that they were black. And you told him, no, they're white guys, but he didn't believe you because he does not respect you as a woman. So, you both smeared some grease on your face, and you still somehow managed to win the couple's costume contest. That one?
I still think they're black. It wasn't a character choice.
Wow, that one's actually still in syndication.
Ah!
Sorry, and now it's gone. Jeez. And I thought my heavily rewatched show, Season 8 of Scrubs, was a little problematic. Are there any episodes that the folks at home can still watch?
Yes, Courtney. For me, it's the episode where my character, Meat Mop, is beamed back into space, probably to his death.
The finale, of course, a great episode.
Yes, I was just so happy that Meat Mop was dead and that they finally allowed him to embrace his homeworld's neo-fascism in a way that I think modern audiences can really relate to.
What?
What do you think Meat Mop means?
You know what my favorite episode is? All 216 of them. And lucky for you, HBO Max has uploaded all of the non-problematic episodes for your viewing pleasure. There are 8. Okay, let's go back in time a little bit. In 1995, Time magazine named the Freemans America's Familiest Family, a title they would hold for a whole year. I always wished I was a member of the Freeman family instead of my stupid country-ass family. I mean, can you believe that I'm from Alabama? I can't even look at myself in the mirror without wanting to spit in my own stupid face. But what would a family be without a mom? not a family. Mom, what was your name before you changed it to Mom?
You know, it's hard to remember anymore, but probably Sharon or Karen.
Probably. Tell us how you got the role of Mom.
It was actually a pretty fast audition process. Mainly, I just had to do an irritated look, and then they said, "That's it. Congratulations, you're Mom."
Okay, the classic mom look. You always knew when someone was doing something stupid, but really, Mom was the stupid one. Okay, there it is. That's the look. You do not want to get that look. And if I'm not mistaken, you've gone on to trademark that look. Is that true?
Yes, if anyone else does the look, they have to pay me $8 million. We are suing a lot of people.
Sometimes you have to lay down the law. Fun law fact, I almost got the lawyer part in the Pelican Brief, but it went to Denzel. Good enough about me. What was your favorite part about playing Mom?
Despite her one name, I wanted to make sure that Mom had a really rich backstory to inform her character. She is an Air Force veteran who has seen friends die in combat. She has dreams of becoming a social worker to finally prove to her parents that she's as successful as her sister aunt. And I think that complexity really shows through in the annoyed looks that she's always giving people.
Maybe. Let's take a look at Mom's top 10 looks. Oh boy. Okay, so my favorite thing about Mom is she's never part of the story, but you still get to make fun of her. And you've gone on to play moms on Broadway and film on TV.
Yes, except for the show Mom. Apparently, CBS thinks that both Allison Janney and Anna Faris are more convincing moms than I am. But I'm luckily not holding on to any bitterness about it. Very little bitterness. Almost none. But I do still hold the record for playing the most dead moms in photographs in Christmas movies.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Of course. I actually don't know the answer to this, though. Are you a mom in real life?
Oh, no. I don't like children.
I get it. Moving on. It's time to talk about the catchphrase. Time Waits for Norman gave us one of the most classic catchphrases of the 90s. Are you eating that ass? Inspiring some super fans to even get tattoos. Now, I have to ask, was the now iconic catchphrase something that happened organically, or was it intentional, or?
Oh yeah, a fun memory.
Well, we had no idea that "Are you eating that ass" would be so popular.
Yeah, wow. I actually think the first time we said it, "Are you eating that ass?" it was a slip up.
Oh, that's right. Series creator and my father, Dan Johnson, let me direct that episode. I could do any job I felt like on that set.
Oh my God, I had no idea. You have to tell us.
Yeah, so the original scene was supposed to just be a told you so visual gag between Deanie, Frederick, and Meatmorp, but Marcus was trying to pick up his laugh.
Right. My laugh mic fell, and I couldn't quite find it, so I had to improvise something.
Yeah, and I was coming back from a massage, so I actually missed the start of this goof.
And this was supposed to be our Christmas episode.
So there I am by the couch, thinking Marcus is standing behind me in his position, but he is bent over and he is struggling.
Now, meanwhile, I'm in my Meatmorp mocap suit, which was incredibly uncomfortable, and I'm coming back to grab Meatmorp's bone phone. But me, Alistar, the actor, has no idea what I'm about to see.
The big reason we try not to improvise on the show is because Daddy says when one actor improvises, it forces all the other actors to improvise, and personally, I refuse to improvise.
Right, so I walk in and hit my mark like I'm supposed to, and I see the shape of Tawny standing behind the couch and Marcus's head bumbling up and down, and I'm like,
Are you
eating
eating that ass?
And yeah, that's how we sort of birthed the popular catchphrase, "Are you eating that ass?"
Wow. And it ended up being said so many times on the show, over 411 by my own personal count.
Yes, it's made its way onto Von Dutch hats.
Diesel fanny packs.
FUBU hoodies.
It even became a well-known recurring bit whenever we were on Leno.
Alicia Silverstone even signed off on it.
Some people even tried adapting it with munching tush or eating hiney.
Yeah, but nothing hits the same like the original.
I myself always wanted a catchphrase, but Family Ties gave all the good stuff to Michael J. Fox. Anyway, it's time to play a game I am very excited for, where I will read the cue line from a famous episode, and each of you will respond with your character's line. It'll be like I'm on the show. Okay, our first line is for Sir Ridgway, Al. This is from the episode titled, Meet More Pee-Pee, Meet More Poo-Poo.
I remember it well. That aired the night after I won my Royal Academy of Good Acting Lifetime Achievement Award.
What was your response to Dad saying, Meet More, what did you do to the floor?
Remember the money, Alistair. This show bought you a house. Meatball pee-pee, meatball poo-poo, meatball do it for meatball you.
That's right! Okay, our next line is from an episode we all remember, the Peabody Award-winning Deenie, Meenie, Miny Drugs.
Okay, Courtney. Yeah. Courtney, I will never forget that episode because, see, that was when the writers finally started to listen to me and let me play something that I understand, which is like loving drugs.
Right. Okay, what was Deanie's response to, Deanie, do you really love these drugs?
Does Ace Ventura really love pets?
And he does love pets. I know because I was in that movie. Okay, Gloria, you're up next.
Oh, I never remember anything, so don't be too hard on me.
I think you'll remember this one. It's from the episode, They Don't Shoot Horses, Do Hey? What did Wanda Gammy say when she walked in on Deanie and Frederick getting a little too familiar with each other in the barn?
Hey, you kids! Get away from each other! It's not safe to kiss without crystals nearby. Then I brought out my special moon gardener. And encircled the kids with them while they kissed.
Sorry to interrupt, but as the caterer, I believe that's wrong. I just watched this episode, and when you catch the two lovely lovers in the barn, you say, ye, huh?
And I would have remembered this had I had more crystals, which you can get at www.gloriatogloriacrystals.com/radiation disclaimer /
Okay, Tucker, you're up next. In the episode, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy banker. What did Dad say when Deanie asked, Dad, what's sex?
I'm going to be honest here. When I was on set, I didn't do a lot of memorizing lines. I was often fed lines through an earpiece, or I would just flop my mouth around and then record them in ADR.
Do you want to do that now?
Sure.
Sex is good, but you should only have it with Frederick.
Spot on. Okay, next up is a line from Mom from the episode Too Pretty to Live Too Fast to Die. Peggy says, Mom, the doctors say they don't know what it is. They say they've never seen anything like it. That's it. Okay, it is like I am your daughter. Marcus, you are up next.
I think we know what this one's gonna be.
It's the obvious one, also from the episode Deenie, Meenie, Miny Drugs. What does Frederick say when Mom says, Are you sure, Marcus? Are you sure Deanie loves drugs?
She loves drugs as much as she loves eating that ass.
We have had a lot of fun, but it's time we acknowledge those cast members, guest stars, and crew members who could not be with us here today.
Where is the moment we needed the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray. Tell me your passion's gone away. And I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. You fall into pieces every time. And I don't need no carrying on. 'Cause you had a bad day. You're taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around.
Well, if there's one thing I certainly don't want to be remembered for after I die, it's playing meatball.
You had a bad day, the camera don't lie. You're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day. You had a bad day.
Was that me at the end there? I'm still alive.
Whoops. We made that a while ago and weren't sure you'd make it all the way.
I'm not even that old. And why was all of my footage of the dog? You barely used any footage of me. There's tons of footage of my illustrious stage acting career. I did Richard III at the Globe. They film everything there.
You didn't think you'd see it. And besides, everybody loves Meatmore. The dog.
I mean, it was pretty moving, Al.
At least you know when you die, you'll be honored.
You didn't even include Tucker's father, who is actually dead.
What? Did Al die? I wasn't paying attention. Very sad.
Well, that is final. I am leaving.
The earth, this mortal coil.
No.
Side note, does anyone else still have nightmares about when that accountant's head exploded?
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Al. At least your head didn't explode.
Fine. But when I die, I want a good montage that includes my stage work.
Okay, you got it, Al. It definitely won't have Meatmore in it.
Why are you all winking? Are you just going to use these same clips after I die?
Maybe. After 9 seasons, it would be impossible to even imagine anyone else in these roles. But in 1989, when the casting call went out, most of you were still undiscovered. Lucky for your fans, we were able to dig up those audition tapes that plucked you all from obscurity. Now, I was unable to audition because I was guest starring on Family Ties, and it is still the single most devastating regret I have in my entire life. Let's roll the tape.
Reading for the role of Mom.
Honey, what is this? Is this soup? Geez Louise, aren't I allergic to soup?
I wish you wouldn't slurp.
I hate you.
Oh, sorry I'm late. I was on Broadway doing a production of King Lear, obviously. Now, I haven't had a chance to look at the sides, but my agent has told me all about the character. An outsider seeking his place in a world wholly different from his own. It's poetry. It reminds me of the bard himself. I'm ready now. Yes, here. Meep Mop. Is that it?
And what's your name?
Reggie Green.
Height?
Well, 5'11" if you ask my mama. I'm just playing.
And what role are you here for?
Well, I brought Kaiser, ciabatta, potato, sesame seed, a little bit of whole wheat, rye. I figured it's your stomach. I'll let y'all decide. You got that?
He's the caterer. He's not an actor.
This guy.
Oh, I could act. Like I didn't bring a fruit tray. Okay.
How should I know, Doc? I went to trade school.
Perfect. And now, of course, this role is for twin sisters. So you have a twin.
Yes, I do have a twin sister. She's just in the bathroom. And from England. Hello! Forgive me tardiness. I hope you haven't gotten tired of this old mug yet.
Twins! I love twins.
You see, funny thing about those little girls, each one only ate enough food for half a little girl.
Odd. Now, Gloria, you were discovered sight unseen from a radio interview.
Yes, and the role of Wanda was written specifically for me.
You are so lucky. Let's roll that tape.
Word on the street is Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love are back together again.
When will these kids ever learn?
And how many brain cells will they lose along the way? Listeners, what do you think about Courtney? Are they gonna make it? Caller number 1.
Hi, hello. This is Gloria Finnick, Long Island, New York, 6755 Maplethorpe Drive. It's the house with the electric blue porpoise sculpture. You cannot miss it. I do not like those kids together. What, they never heard of a haircut? They need a recommendation? I know a lady. Oh gosh, who is it? Oh no. Oh, June Mayer. She's got a niece who's got a friend, just finished beauty school, Avon. It's very good. I'll send a card to the station. Can you mail me a stamp?
And can you believe it? Just from that, I landed a TV show. And I was able to get a second porpoise for my lawn. And what else? Oh, I disappeared my husband. Crystals!
I've only done 2 of those things. Where's David Arquette?
Courtney? Courtney?
Marcus, are you there? You went out for a second.
Coming at you live from Marcus Samuel Studios. It's what I call the study of my condo.
Tanya and Marcus, your on-again, off-again romance kept America at the edge of their seat. I mean, I used to pray to God every single night that you two would end up together. And before the show, I was a hardcore Matt Besser style in-your-face atheist. But behind the scenes, you two had a very different type of relationship. Brother and sister. I remember when I found out. I could hardly believe it. I mean, Deanie and Frederick had such sexual chemistry.
Well, we're very good actors.
Was there controversy around the decision at the time?
You know, the show was always interested in pushing boundaries. Like, you remember the episode where we talked about Kosovo? I don't remember what we said, but I know no one else was saying it.
You have to remember, the 90s were a very different time. As long as they weren't pretending to be siblings on the show, America was willing to be like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, besides, we only did, like, over-the-shirt stuff.
Wait, you two are siblings? I could have sworn I saw you making out in your trailer once.
Well, we had to rehearse, Al.
Gotta warm up for kissing your brother, Al.
Hey, how about we watch some video clips?
Hey, Deanie. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry for saying I like you. You're my best friend, and I don't want to change that.
Wait. What if I do want to change that? Hey, what's wrong?
I'm worried that Meatmort's gonna have to go to his home planet.
Dinner's ready. Time to eat.
Well, like, didn't mean each other's faces.
Wow, yeah, a different time.
Yeah, we've always been really close and there for each other. She was there for me when I won my 3rd Grammy, and I was there for her during her 7th stint in rehab.
My earliest memories, watching him be born.
Yes, you two are really close. Didn't you share a bed in your trailer?
You can't sleep in the same bed as your sister without practice, Al.
We were conserving valuable trailer space, Al.
And, did you two stay close?
I mean, Courtney, we've got our own careers and our own lives, our own houses. It just,
Is that Marcus there with you?
Wow, this is funny. That said, we are quarantining together.
Yeah, did we not mention that? I thought for sure we brought it up.
Marcus, is that a used condom on the headboard behind you?
Are you a fucking cop, Al?
Am I supposed to just stop fucking my brother in quarantine, Al?
Being around you guys as much as making my heart rate go very fast, and my Apple Watch is telling me that I am on the verge of the cardiac episode. So I'm gonna let our very own Reggie Green read you guys some fan questions, but don't worry, I will be back.
All right. This one is from Just As Cool 11111. My question is for Carolina. So you got to play 2 characters on the show. That must have been so fun.
Again, I played one character, Little Peggy. My twin played Big Susie. Why is this so hard to understand?
And where's Charlotte?
Right here, Reggie. Hello.
I love Charlotte. Never really got to know Carolina. All right. At Dig Down Dougie has one for Al. He says, I saw your Falstaff on the West End, and I think it's the definitive Falstaff of our generation.
Very kind. It is an honor to speak the language of the bard. Is his question about my esteemed acting career?
Of course not. He wants to know, how did you come up with the voice for Meatball? I want to know too.
Well, I delved deep into his psyche, this outsider, a stranger in a strange land. How would he speak? How would he communicate? It was months of vocal work and experimentation until I had the true voice of Meat Morp. Then, when I was in the recording studio about to begin, I sat on my key and it pierced right through my penis. And through the pain, that's the voice that came out. The director loved it so much, he would not let me change it.
I have also done all sorts of stuff to my penis. This next one comes from a fart in the hand is worth 2 in the butt. It's from Marcus. Which was more career affirming, winning 11 Oscars for your film or winning every single Grammy at the Grammys for your album?
I mean, both were great, but if I had to pick, it's probably the Oscars. You know, I thought I was taking a huge risk when I was combining so many genres into my movie. A Night Upon Horseback, A Tale of Space from the Files of the Mermaid Department, which we all know was a secret Western, but the Academy and the fans, they disagree.
I love that movie, especially all the rom-com stuff. Okay, the next one is from @Freemans for Life for Tucker. In the episode, if you're going to boogie, please do it on the dance floor. You're only in the first 5 minutes, then disappear from the episode. What happened?
Yeah, I had a little tiff with one of the writers and said, well, let's see if you can make this episode without me. So they did, and then they made 8 more without me, and then also seasons 4 through 6.
Really? You were gone for 2 years. I did not notice. Next one is from @JillStein2020. Tony, how would you feel about a reboot?
What? There's gonna be a reboot? Yeah. I'll do it. I really need the money. I'll play Meatmorp. I'll be Screech. Whoever you need, I'll do it.
Baby. The question was, how would you feel if there was a reboot?
Oh, I mean, I guess I'd do it.
Okay, one more from @420 for Gloria. Where do you think Wanda Gammy is now?
I know exactly where she'd be. At her computer, ordering from www.glorytoglorycrystals.com/cleared of human trafficking charges /
I'm back. I did my breathing exercises and I was able to bring my heart rate down to high risk. Better than near death. But it is going to be hard not to get more excited about one of the huge guest stars you guys had on the show. Let's touch on a fan favorite episode, Guest Bill's Clinton to Dinner.
Oh gosh, I loved working with President Bill Clinton.
Okay, tell me, how did you get sitting President Bill Clinton to be a guest star?
You have to remember, the 90s weren't like the modern world of today. The country didn't really have a whole lot going on. The president visited nearly every sitcom in the network's comedy block, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so in the episode, Bill Clinton plays the new in town nephew of Wanda Gammy.
Oh, and he was a true gentleman. He taught me how to play the saxophone and how to play the saxophone, if you catch my meaning.
I'll never forget. Mr. Clinton looked me right in the eye. He says to me, "Can I have this ham and cheese sandwich?" Like I'm gonna tell him he can't have a ham and cheese sandwich. Then he turned around and he took a very long phone call with somebody named Jeffrey Epstein. He ain't even finished the sandwich.
That's really a shame, because those sandwiches you made, Reggie, were some of the best I've ever had in my life.
Oh, it looks like someone is joining us, a surprise guest. Could this be Bill Clinton? Even better, it is the original Norman himself.
Hey guys, it's been a while.
Oh my gosh, Henry, man. What's going on? What's happening, man? Tell me what's up.
I finally have that condition where I become Christopher Columbus when I become wet under control.
Hey, man, that's great. Let me guess, therapy? I've never been, but I've heard good things.
No, nothing like that. I've just been able to avoid water for, about 20 years now. I'm officially dry.
Yeah, whatever works. For me, it's crystals.
Hey, I just want to say thank you guys. I know I wasn't always the easiest to work with, and you guys put up with it with such grace, and oh no. A rogue child of a super soaker? It's me, Christopher Columbus! You knock down my statue, I knock down your stupid face! I'ma take your balls and lift it over your shoulders!
No, we're just gonna have to mute him there. Sorry for the interruption, folks, but our production team took care of that ASAP. We can't put it off any longer. Let's talk about the balls episode.
Of course.
Yes,
About time.
We all do.
Tucker, I think you should take it away.
Okay, yeah. So I served as a bit of an inspiration for this. I remember, I think this was season 2. We had a really long day and the kids were shooting a pool party scene, so I didn't have much to do. So I'm over at Crafty with Reggie.
And I tell him that it takes some balls to say what he's been saying in the papers about Luke Perry.
Yeah, I had said some things about Luke Perry and Jessica Tandy, and they both took offense to it and sued me for slander, blah, blah, blah.
Anyways, Tucker looks at me and says, balls? Plural? You mean it takes one ball?
I didn't know. I had no idea.
Okay, wait, back up. Why didn't you know?
It was a medical thing. I'll spare you the details, but one was stuck inside my body cavity, and it's all good now.
So I'm saying, yes, of course, plural.
And then Mom comes over, and it's news to her, too.
Not true. I was trying to spare your feelings.
Yeah, we were both shocked. And so I'm saying, this should be an episode.
And we're both saying, no, that's a weird idea.
Yeah, and that's how we won our second Peabody and got invited to the UN.
Incredible. Frederick wasn't the only character who went through some tough times on the show. Deanie once again struggled with temptation in the episode Knock Knock, Who's There? Addiction. Addiction who? It can happen to anyone. Marcus, you won your first Emmy for this episode.
Oh, right. This was the first Emmy. You know, so easy to forget. Which reminds me, a quick plug. I'm developing an app so that EGOTs like myself can keep track of all the awards that they've won. Does anyone want a free download code or anything? No? No one? Really?
That sounds really important. Let's take a look back at Marcus and Tawny in this classic episode.
Frederick, where did you get that guitar? And why is your hat backwards?
No, I'm Trick, Frederick's twin cousin from Detroit. I'm only in town for this episode.
I didn't know Frederick had a twin cousin.
Shut up. Let me show you something secret and bad. Like this, and then this, like this, and then... Yeah, you got it.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm gonna need more paper.
Deanie, what are you doing?
You gotta see what Trick showed me. You draw 3 lines like this, and then you draw 3 more lines, and then you connect them like this, and it makes this.
Oh, it's like an S, but 3D.
You have to try it, Frederick.
I don't know, Deanie. This kind of looks as addictive as those drugs were.
You're lost.
Deanie, you have to stop.
But I can't. If I stop drawing S's, I'll never get into college.
Stop! Deanie! Look, I love the Deanie that draws regular S's.
Wait, you love me? Does that mean...
Yeah, we're back on.
Actually, I meant, are you eating that ass?
Wow. And that clip is now required viewing in all high school health classes because they're not allowed to talk about sex. I show it to my own children every day. They love it. So I have to ask, both as a super fan of Time Waits for Norman and as the star of the hit show Dirt on FX, will there ever be a reboot? Would you do it? And if so, would there please be a part for me?
As long as there are actors playing the children of my character, I'm there.
I'd have to see if I could schedule around my role on The Nice Surgeon.
You mean The Good Doctor?
Oh, that's the one. But you know what? This cast is my family. And, you know what? If it ever happens, you can count on Gloria in. Yes.
Well, before we get ahead of ourselves, I was actually able to pry the rights out of the hands of my scheming mommy, and I want to say that if we do it, it's so important we do it right. We want to honor everything that's come before and open the door to new stories and new possibilities.
No, I mean, I understand. That's the same reason we haven't rebooted Dirt. You gotta wait for the right story.
What? No. Spring 2021. Time still waits for Norman on ABC. The reboot is happening ASAP.
Damn it, Tucker.
Part of me feared this day would come. Part of me craved it.
Wow, I did not think we would have news to break today. I mean, I feel like I'm back on Dirt. Is this real? I finally feel true unbridled happiness.
Okay, that's enough, Courtney.
You're all coming back. All my real friends and family. The whole cast back on screen together again.
Why are you umming?
You are getting the whole cast together again, right, Tucker?
Well, Dad is definitely going to be there.
This smells like doo-doo.
Tucker, don't leave me out in the cold, okay? Do you have any idea what it costs to maintain an infinity pool in London? Do you? Can't believe I'm begging to be Meatmop again. What has become of my dignity?
Everyone, calm down, okay? I didn't say just Dad. Frederick will be there too.
Yeah, I signed on as an executive producer yesterday.
Marcus!
What? I signed an NDA.
Okay, you can't cast him. He's fucking his sister.
What? You're fucking your brother, plus you love drugs.
I'm in recovery!
I made this shot. I've started going out for grandma roles.
Please, you could have played a grandma in the 90s, Meredith.
Meredith. That was what they used to call me.
Hey, why is everyone fighting? I haven't even talked about my politics yet.
Everyone, please! Okay, maybe this would make more sense if our new head writer jumped in.
Who?
I confess, I moved out of the kitchen and into the writer's room.
Reggie, you? I enjoyed your food and repaid you by remembering your name once. And this is how you repay me, Sir Alistair?
Well, that's the thing. The arc of the season is the search for Meatmop. Frederick, you see, is the king of the local restaurant scene, but feels like something is missing from his life. Then he gets a mysterious letter, and...
Reggie, don't give it all away. This is gold.
Oh, I don't want to say too much. You just have to wait till the show comes out. I mean, unless you're in it.
And most of you aren't.
Not even Mom? You can't have a family without one. Didn't you hear Courteney Cox?
Well, you're not a series regular, but you have a meaty featured role in a mom-centric episode.
I'll take it.
What about Deanie?
Oh, Deanie died.
What?
I hate that it has to be this way, Tawny, but if you read the script, you'd get it. It's perfect and Deanie's dead.
It's true. It's a real good script. I've been working on it for 7 years.
But I'm a huge part of the show.
And you still are, baby, just as a ghost. Deanie fell back into drawn S's, and it didn't end well. Your death haunts Frederick and gives him a ton of pathos.
It's the classic story of a female character dying so a male character can be more interesting. I cried when I read it.
It all clicked when I started thinking of the words as ingredients. And the empty page? Well, that's just one big old simmering pot of drama. Full of drama.
Damn it, that's actually a really beautiful metaphor.
Tawny, come on.
Now we do have a part for you, Gloria.
Is Reggie still gonna be doing the catering too?
No. Unfortunately, I'm just a head writer and executive producer.
Huh. Okay, well, I'll look at the time. I think I'm gonna be too busy, with the nice surgeon. I don't know.
I understand.
Tucker, I'll literally do anything to get on the show. I'll kill someone. You just say a name and they'll be dead in 48 hours.
My mom... No. Tom Selleck.
Consider it done.
I'll get you an audition.
Wow. This reunion has been a literal dream come true, and I think we all know there's only one way to say goodbye. For now, that guy from Snow Patrol who I date, will you do the honors?
Miss Courteney Cox and boyfriend. It appears most of the cast is left.
Do you have any reindeer pee?
Yeah, I have tons of reindeer pee.
Can I have some reindeer pee?
Yeah, you can have some if you give me money.
No. You all signed a contract for a 1-hour reunion show.
And as you can see, our cameras are still on, but nowhere in our contract did it say we have to speak for the full hour. Certainly not sing.
Come on now. We are all still a family, and this is my favorite part.
It's fine, Courteney Cox. We don't need them. Marcus is a Grammy Award-winning singer, and Reggie, he has just one of those faces where I'm pretty sure he can sing.
What kind of faces now?
A 3, 2, 1.
I can't do this. Not without my family.
Where is he going?
Go get her, Marcus.
My crystal say she's at the city bank. Where?
You can do it, Marcus.
On 7th and Linden.
I'm rooting for you, and so's my sister.
Ugh, my P guy doesn't take Venmo.
Tawny,
Yeah?
I love you.
Oh.
Sexually.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be your deal.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Come on now.
Just gonna have to mute that.
Oh my God. The show ain't about one man and his neighbor's dad and Miss Courteney Cox. It's about a whole family. You know what? Everybody's back in the show.
Yay.
Yay!
Hot damn, we're in business.
You can't do that.
Sorry, Mr. Johnson. I'm the EP now.
Ooh.
Yes, you are.
Good for you, Raji.
Reggie, I need to get those glasses, but also, do you think would there maybe be a little something for...
You're into Miss Courteney Cox.
Yes! Johnny McDade from Snow Patrol. Hit it.
One alone ain't nowhere to be.
Why pour a glass of one when you could have 3?
A house is not a home if you didn't sweat.
Campus will appear if you get him wet.
We don't know what we're gonna do,
but we know it's gonna be with you.
We're a family now, we're a family how?
Are these people related?
We're a family now, we're a family how?
Is there a dog from space here?
We're a family now, we're a family. How can you go from a stick to a tree?
You'll take your friends for a ride on the Santa Maria.
'Cause we're a family now. This is a real bottom for me.
Oh, man.
Did we get it?
Well, this has literally been the best day of my life. This is Courtney Freeman from Time Still Waits for Norman, coming back in spring 2021. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. Oh, Courtney, I wanted to mention Lisa says hi.
Yep.
Lisa Kudrow?
Oh.
From, Lisa Kudrow from...
Oh, sorry. I think the producer is just really quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
We need to end it. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Courtney, it's so weird you didn't bring up Friends once.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm having a weird connection.
Miss Courteney Cox, that show is so nice. Come on now.
Does everybody?
You were...
David?
What's that? You're not still married to David Arquette, Courtney.
We're quarantining together. David?
With Johnny McDade?
Coco?
And
Miss Courtney, you remember Monica, right?
David?
How you doing?
Monica Keller?
Could you be less interested in Friends?
We was on a break.
I don't know any references from that show.